Hey guys, another Bath & Body Works haul. Yeah, you guessed it, and everything in this video is something that I've smelled before, so nothing here is new to me. It's basically just almost kind of a best of the best for this fall. I think maybe excluding one fragrance. And like I've said before, I'm just going to continue to ride this wave until the excitement dies down for fall. I don't know how many more candle hauls from Bath & Body Works I'm gonna have. Candle hauls now, specifically candle hauls from Bath & Body Works. I'm not really even sure how many more collections they have coming out, how much more new stuff they have coming out. I will have an empties video here coming up pretty soon that will have a few of the Bath & Body Works candles in it that I'll talk about. That'll be in the next couple of days. But if we're talking just specifically candle hauls from Bath & Body Works, I think I'm winding down, at least in this early stage, and then the month of August is going to kind of be crazy for me as far as moving goes. I move at the end of August. I'll have a new setup in September, so things will probably slow down a little bit here on this channel throughout the remaining month of August, but I'll still try to put out some videos. One thing I did want to mention real quick was this new purchase. Well, it's not new. I've had it for a couple of weeks. This is actually my second one of these hurricanes that I've bought. I saw it, I think, on the Homeworks Facebook group page, and this is the 11-inch Bazaar wood base, maybe? Wood base hurricane, I think is what it's called. The 11-inch version. I think there's an 8-inch version too. This is my second one of these. I bought it off of Belk for, after shipping, it was around $30 or so. That's a steal, to be honest, for what this hurricane provides for you. And I've been talking about hurricanes and that kind of stuff, luminaries, anything that you can get to make your candle perform better. I've been talking about those things for years now. I feel like I really talked them to death when I was on Instagram, and I think people kind of got tired of hearing about it. But anything that you can have that will make your candle perform better, I'm in favor of. And I know there's going to be that person out there that says, but Kevin, we shouldn't have to use, I mean, we shouldn't have to buy something for our candles. Yeah, I know you shouldn't. I know. We probably shouldn't have to change the oil on our vehicles either, but I recommend it. We spend so much time with this stuff, guys. We spend so much money on it. Go out and purchase a Hurricane. I've been using them with Bath & Body Works candles. I've been using them with every candle company. Doesn't matter what brand. This will fit pretty much any size candle. It fits the 4 wicks from Homeworks. So it fits basically every size of candle that I burn in my house, and I highly recommend this one specifically, the 11-inch Bazaar wooden base pedestal candle hurricane, something or other. I don't know what the exact name of it is. Highly recommend that. It does make a world of difference in some cases. It can up that throw a notch or two, even in some cases. I don't know how much longer they're gonna have them at that price, but for 30 bucks, you really can't go wrong. Now that I've mentioned that, and that's out of the way, let's get into this candle haul. Let's first talk about this one, the 3-wick Spooky Cider Lane. That lid is actually pretty awesome. I'm loving that lid. The iridescence of it is really, really cool. I'm not a huge lid person. I am a big label person though, and they did a great job with this label. This, of course, I'm sure you know by now, is just Cider Lane. Now, I know there's gonna be somebody out there that's gonna say, yeah, that's not Cider Lane. It's a slightly tweaked version of Cider Lane. And I do have my old Cider Lane candle with me. That's the exact same candle. I don't even know if there's any talk about this one being different or anything. It's just simply Cider Lane. I don't get any differences in it. The scent notes are a little different, actually. Bone-chilling bourbon glazed apples. That's one whole note, I think. Bone-chilling bourbon glazed apples. Magical maple syrup and voodoo vanilla. On the old one, it was warm caramel, Granny Smith apple, dark brown sugar, and ground clove. So it's the exact same fragrance though. It's interesting that they put maple syrup in this new one, but caramel is listed on that one. To my nose, this smells nothing like maple. It smells like caramel. It is the creamiest, smoothest caramel that Bath & Body Works uses in any of their caramel fragrances. I actually even at one point made the mention that I would love to see them use this type of caramel more often, but if they did that, it would probably make Cider Lane not as special as it is. So either way, I'm happy. It makes Cider Lane stand out. It makes it different from all of their other caramel fragrances, and they have a ton of them. And as we all know by now, Cider Lane isn't really an actual cider fragrance. It doesn't smell like apple cider. It smells more like caramel apples. And there is a definite difference between Cider Lane and their caramel apple candle. A really noticeable difference between the two caramels that they use. I think they're both pretty similar as far as the apples that they use in those. They're both kind of a tart Granny Smith apple, but the caramel in this one I prefer, even though I do love their caramel apple fragrance. This is one of the best fall caramel apple fragrances that you're gonna find on the market right now. That's so good. That caramel they use, so good in that one. And the next one that I was gonna haul in my previous Bath & Body Works haul, but I decided not to, decided to haul it in this one instead. It is Pumpkin Vanilla Creme. And the scent notes in this one are creamy pumpkin, vanilla creme, fresh ground nutmeg, and graham cracker crust. There's some talk about this one, whether it's a repackage of pumpkin pie or not. So let's smell both. I already have my opinion on this. Okay, pumpkin pie. Vanilla pumpkin creme. I mean, guys, if there's a difference here, I'm just not smelling it. If there's something that might be a little bit less or a little bit more of one or the other, maybe pumpkin pie is slightly spicier and this one is slightly creamier. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. They're the same thing. Whether one is heavier on spices, one's heavier on the cream, they're both really, really good. And if you want a pumpkin pie candle to burn during the fall months, I don't know if there's any other pumpkin pie candle that I would recommend over these that's currently in production. I think I would have to recommend this one right here as far as pumpkin pie candles. This is the one you want to get from Bath & Body Works, from basically any other candle company that I can think of. I don't really think Homeworks does a straight pumpkin pie fragrance. Yankee Candle is not really a candle company that I really buy from anymore. They're about as close to dead to me as you can get as a candle company. Goose Creek and Kringle, I don't know enough about those two companies to know if they have pumpkin pie fragrances for this fall. So this is the one I would recommend to you if you want a pumpkin pie fragrance. Okay, and then a couple of repurchases from this fall. Well, first we have Sweet Cinnamon Plum. And spoiler alert, you know, before I get to my empties video, this first one that I burned, I've already burned the entire candle. It is fantastic. Everything I was hoping it would be, and it does differ from leaves. I won't go into it too much. Just know that repurchasing a candle for me now, and my purchasing habits that I have now, that's about the highest compliment I can give to a candle. If I repurchase a candle and then if I burn through that candle again twice, there's no other compliment that I can give to a candle that is any better than that right there. So not only just repurchasing, but repurchasing and burning the other candle that I bought. That's about as close to being a 10 out of a 10 as I can think of right now, because I have so many candles I want to go through. I want to get rid of as much things as I can before I move out of this house, so I don't have to pack as much stuff and move with it. And so if I buy you again, if I burn you again, that is my #1 compliment I can pay to you. So that is Sweet Cinnamon Plum. I'll talk about it a little bit more in depth in my empties video coming up here pretty soon. And the last candle in this haul is a repurchase, another one, Pumpkin Cinnamon Bun. And to my surprise, this was not a repackage of the 2016 version. I think that came out in previous years to 2016. It was not a repackage of that. This candle came out last year. I have no idea if it's a repackage of last year's version, but I can safely say it is not the 2016 and prior candles version. So that is Pumpkin Cinnamon Bun. Great, great bakery fragrance. I'll probably talk about that one in my empties video as well. There you have it, guys. That was my quick, simple Basically the best of the best from the fall candles this year from Bath & Body Works, minus that spiced pumpkin and patchouli candle. These to me are the best fragrances for fall this year in Bath & Body Works stores. And of course, I'm not talking about stuff like pumpkin apple and leaves and sweater weather and some of their all-time, pumpkin pecan waffles. I'm not talking about some of their all-time classics. I'm talking about basically candles that have come out within the past 2 or 3 years, or that have really made waves over that time period. I know Cider Lane's a little bit older of a candle, but it's the spooky Cider Lane, so I had to include it in this video. To a lot of people, that will probably be a new candle. It doesn't come out year after year after year, and then that version being a Halloween version of the candle is probably going to be something that a lot of people are going to be really excited for, and it's going to be new to them. So if I were to pick, new candles, new-ish candles that have come out within the past couple of years, 2 or 3 years, these would be the candles that I would recommend for you to go buy, along with the spiced pumpkin and patchouli candle. So there you have it, guys, for my most recent Bath & Body Works candle haul. I don't know how many more of these I'm gonna have. I can tell that this haul stuff is gonna kind of take a little bit of a back seat within the next month. Maybe there might be one final haul and then maybe a repurchase type haul, maybe later in the fall season, because we're still in summer right now, maybe into September, mid-October, early October, around there. But as far as candle hauls from Bath & Body Works, I'm getting to the point where this is kind of winding down a little bit for the candle hauls from Bath & Body Works. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'll talk to you soon.